Hello everyone. I'm Kiara Manfredi, and I'm doing my Born Digital narrative on how gender roles affect children in society today. Um, I chose to do this topic because I feel like it is a very relevant issue today, and I really wanted to go a little deeper in researching how it affects young children and young adults and how it affects them as they grow up. I also feel a bit of a personal connection to this topic. As an older sister, I definitely feel very protective of my younger sisters. Um, and I always want them to be happy and I want them to be comfortable with who they are, and I want them to know that I will always be here to support them. Um, I feel that I am responsible for setting an example to them, and I also feel that my generation as a whole should also feel responsible for setting an example to the kids in the generations before us, all of the kids in the generations before us, even if they don't have younger siblings. I feel that it is our responsibility to step up and to teach people the correct way to raise someone, to allow them to be who they are and accept them and be supportive and letting people be who they are. Um, so when my little sister Gianna was 6 years old, she loved to dress like a boy. She wore graphic t-shirts, she wore flannels, she wore cargo shorts, she would steal my brother's hats all the time. She never had her hair down ever. It was always in a ponytail, even though she has this beautiful long blonde curly hair. It's so pretty, and she just never wanted it near her at all. Um, she also, another thing, she would want to wear boy bathing suits, like boy swim trunks. Uh, and if we were in our backyard, just my family and I, she would wear her bathing suit trunks and would wear no shirt. And she loved to do that. But I noticed that she only felt comfortable to do this like around just our immediate family. So if our cousins came over to swim, she would find a bikini and put a bikini on. And I knew that she never wanted to wear one. I guess she just felt obligated or maybe embarrassed when my younger cousins would come over in their, you know, girl bathing suits. Um, and I knew she was holding herself back at that time, and I always saw her like I always knew she like wasn't as happy that way, and I hated that. But now, fast forward, she's 11 years old. She loves her hair. She loves when I straighten it. She always wants me to braid it. She loves to play my makeup on special occasions, and she watches my sister and I do our makeup. She always wants to learn. She'll wear floral shirts and dresses, and for every outfit that she has, she likes to wear a hair accessory that matches. So she has scrunchies and hair bows, and she'll have one to match like every single outfit, pretty much, almost every single outfit. And I'll show you this picture right here. This is her with a little bow. This is her and my cat, and she just has a little bow in her hair, and that's like, that was her thing. It's definitely her thing. She loves to do that. And even though her style has definitely changed in the last like few years, um, she definitely never did. She's always been this amazing, kind, hilarious person, and I love seeing how happy she is. And it never mattered to me what she wore as long as she was her happy, kind, amazing self. Um, it seemed to me like the way her style changed was a little by little over time. She didn't have like a like rapid change really, um, and I'm not sure what made her grow out of it. I'm not sure if maybe as she started to get older, she realizes that she was dressing different than other girls in her classes and at camp, and I'm not sure, but I do believe that, like anyone else at that age, she's figuring out who she is, and she went through different stages, and she's learning about herself as the years go on, and she's growing from that. And every time I see her, after about like a month, while I'm home, and then I come home for the weekend, um, she always is. She seems so much more grown and matured from the last time I've seen her, even though it's only been like a month since I've seen her. She just, every single time I see her, she's more and more grown up. Um, and it's really awesome to watch her grow and be happy with who she is. And I always want to know that she has me, to support her through everything that she does, no matter what. And I want her to never be afraid of being who she is and never let anyone take that away from her. Um, Sometimes I see my sister as my own child. Um, I like to, when I'm home, I like to help my mom out, pick her up from school, and take her to sports practices. And I try to make it to every one of her games when I have the chance. Um, I always have felt this strong need to protect her and support her in anything that she does, and that might be because she is much younger than me, but I know that she looks up to me and as a big sister, and I know that it's my job to be there for her and to love her no matter what, and always make sure that she knows she can come to me for anything, and she knows that she could always be herself around me. And having this role in my sister's life, um, makes me think about the kind of mother I want to be. Um, I want my children to feel safe, feel safe to be themselves around me, and I hope the time comes where they don't have to worry about not being accepted by society. I hope one day everyone can be accepting of everyone for who they are. Um, I wish for my children to live in a judgment free world, and I know we definitely have a long way to get there, but I hope one day we can. Um, and I know that society, will always be against them. There will always be people that are not accepting or have different views and whatnot, but um, I know that no matter what, I would want my children and my family to always feel like they at least have their family to be supported by and to be loved by. And um, I just don't want my children to ever feel like they can't be who they really are, and I want them to always know that I will accept them no matter what. And I think if children don't have this kind of support at home, that is when they begin to feel alone and they begin to go through this whole world on their own. And it's sad to me, and it's sad to see that children go through this every day. And I just know that I want my children to always know that they have someone and always know that I accept them. And I hope that my generation will also be like that. And I hope that everyone one day in our society will learn to be accepting and, um, just not putting any roles, any stereotypes on anything, and just letting people be who they are to be who they are. And that's it. And accepting everyone for who they are, no matter if it's a girl acting like a boy or a boy acting like a girl. I I just hope that one day stereotypes will end. And yeah, thank you.